Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar. We're happy to announce the release of Aqua Data Studio 23.0, and today we're going to be going over all the new functions and features that are added to the product. Before we get started, there is a couple of housekeeping things to get out of the way. My name is Darren Fulmer. I am a sales engineer at IDERA, primarily on the Aqua Data Studio product line. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you're new to Aqua Data Studio, just know Aqua Data Studio is software that's geared towards IT professionals that work with databases and data. It helps you to manage those databases. It gives you the ability to access them, run queries, import, export data, visually analyze that data, and so many more features built into the tool. Aqua Data Studio currently supports over 40 different database platforms. That includes your relational databases, NoSQL databases, and your cloud databases. Aqua Data Studio can be installed on the 3 primary operating systems of Windows, Mac, or Linux. And it's a mature product. It's been in the marketplace for 20 odd years now. All right, so let's go ahead and touch base on some of the features in the tool, and then we're going to get into all the newly added components. So Aqua Data Studio's primary features, of course, the first thing you're going to ever need to do is register your servers and databases into the tool after you've installed it. There is database navigation capability, right-click menu capability. There's different create, alter, compare capabilities. There is the query analyzer, which is the SQL editor. And then Aqua Data Studio has a query builder, which for people that are not familiar with building out or writing SQL, they can build it out visually with a drag and drop capability and allow Aqua Data Studio to write those queries for you. You can use the visual analytics component of Aqua Data Studio to build charts and graphs of your data to be able to relay messages across your business organization, much easier. If you need to do any backward compatibility or forward building of new environments, the ER modeler can help you with that. We do have the tools menu, which has import export data capability, compare schemas, compare data. There's generate test data capability in the tools menu. And if you're one of those developers that wears many hats and you actually have some DBA functionality, you can use the DBA tools menu to do some of the managing of those databases. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into what's new. I'm going to switch over to the product itself. All right, so in this new build, we've added some new authorization capabilities for your Amazon Redshift. And let me show you what those are. So if you go in the server, register server, and you come down here and you find Amazon Redshift, this is a listing of all the different database platforms that Aqua Data Studio supports. So if you click on Amazon Redshift here, and that's one of your environments, and you fill out this information, we have added into the authentication portion I am authentication and also ping identity SSO authentication. Those are new to Aqua Data Studio 23.0. So that is one of the sets of new authorizations that we have. Also, if you go into Azure, so scroll down here to Microsoft Database Azure, we have added Azure Active Directory authorization as well. So you can see here AD SSO authentication. That also applies to Azure Synapse. You can see it here. So those are some of the new authorizations, security authorizations that we've added to 23.0. We are constantly working to include new security authorizations every chance that we get, because we understand the importance of security in today's climate. All right, so also a new feature that we have added is the ability to support data sources in Google BigQuery that are outside the US. So now users have the ability to access, to create, insert, query, delete data sets and objects in any Google BigQuery region. So to just go ahead and show you what that looks like. So we have Google BigQuery here. We'll just go ahead and expand it. We'll go to our projects, and there's a large listing of them. We'll just give this a second to expand. There we go. So here, if we come down to this Comtest Australia, we can right click, and then we'll just take a look at the server properties. And here you can, server properties, project ID is testing, and let's see, right click. Just, there we go. And then we can select execute this row. And you can see there's not a lot of data, but this is South American. So you have the capability now to query and do your basic, deletes, inserts, creates, and all that kind of stuff on additional regions for Aqua Data Studio and Google BigQuery. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back to the slide presentation real quick. All right, so one of the additional features that we've added into Aqua Data Studio 23.0 is we now have support for Mac Ventura. So any of the users that are out there utilizing the latest version of Mac Ventura, you now have access and support with Aqua Data Studio on your Mac environment. So a couple other upgrades that we have made is we now have support for MongoDB 5 and also Informix 14.10. So now users are going to be able to enjoy all the features of those latest versions of the platform, and you can have full access now through Aqua Data Studio to those latest platforms of Mongo and Informix. We have also done a number of driver updates in Aqua Data Studio. So we've updated the Microsoft driver. That's been updated to 11.2, and it supports all existing Microsoft features. We've updated Microsoft our MySQL driver, 8.0.28. Informix driver, along with the support of the latest version of Informix, we've upgraded that driver as well to 4.5. We've updated the JConnect drivers for Sybase. So that is upgraded to the latest release and supports all the existing features in Aqua Data Studio. And then also the Redshift drivers, we've upgraded to 2.1.0. Again, allowing us to support all those features. Now, there are additional resources available to users of Aqua Data Studio that allow you to do more research and reading on some of these new added features and functionalities, or if there's areas of the product, the tool that you're not really super familiar with, there are a lot of different resources available for you out there as well. So for example, if you go here to help and you go down to online documentation, that's going to go ahead and open up a web page for our Aqua clusters. And Aqua clusters, you can see here we have all these different areas that you can go ahead and learn about on the tool. If there's a particular feature or functionality and you're not really sure where to go, you can always do a search for it. But let's say you want to learn more about some of the query analyzer capabilities. You can go in here, you can pick one of the items. MongoDB is upgraded, so let's just click on that one. And here you have additional information on utilizing the query analyzer with Mongo. You can also go to aquafold.com. And here, if you go to Aqua Data Studio, you can, of course, scroll through. And let's say you want to learn more about visual analytics. You can come down here, click Learn More. There's some videos for you to be able to watch and additional information that you can click on and read about on how to manage and build out your graphs. You can also go to the resources page. This will give you the resources of all the videos, webcasts, white papers, so on and so forth. Let's say you just want to focus on some videos. You can go ahead and click on the video filter, and then you can just click on any number of these videos that are available to learn more about those particular areas. All right, so again, those are the main new additions in the 23.0 that we're excited about. So if you haven't had the opportunity to download or upgrade, make sure that you go ahead and do that, get upgraded to the latest version. If you're on one of the older versions and you happen to notice that I'm using dark theme that was introduced in 22.2, and it's in all the newest features as well. So all right, so let's see if there are any questions since we have a little time left. Okay, all right, so doesn't look like there are any, let's see here. Okay. Understood. Let's see, there's when choosing something, tell us what you're choosing. Okay. Thank you for that feedback. It is important. I apologize if I was jumping too fast in the menu items. All right. With regards to Ventura not going through Rosetta, that is correct. With regards to, there's a question also about Mac ARM 64. That I will have to double check with the architect, Tim, and we'll get a response for you on that. I personally do not have a Mac, so I'm not able to do any of the Mac testing, but I will definitely get that to our architect and get an answer to you as quickly as I can. All right, so are there any other questions? Well, if there are no other questions, or if something comes up, you can feel free to email me at darren.fulmer@idera.com and let me know if you start playing around with 23.0 and some questions come up. Feel free to send them to me. If you can't remember my email address, feel free to go ahead and email them to your sales rep, and then that way they can relay that question to me and I'll get an answer to you as quickly as possible. All right, I thank everybody for your time. We'll be able to go ahead and give you back 14 minutes of your day. I appreciate everybody joining today to go over the new features in 23.0. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye, everybody.